attended the school, and the student was a freshman girl.
Fox's Garrett Tenney. There's an arrest in a Russian general's assassination.
Lieutenant General Igor Kirillov died yesterday when a bomb hidden in a scooter exploded as he left his apartment. Russia's security service says it's arrested a citizen of Uzbekistan recruited by Ukraine to plant the device.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. There's an agreement among leaders in Congress on a bill to fund the federal government until March 14th, avoiding a government shutdown Saturday. There's also disaster aid and other policy measures slipped in there, and House Speaker Mike Johnson could face a mutiny from Republicans angry about the process.
Congresswoman Victoria Spartz of Indiana says Johnson is a brilliant legislator, but
we're dealing with the mob here, so I'm not sure how tough he is to really govern.
Backers of Johnson say he's been dealt a tough position leading a slim House majority and with the Senate and White House run by Democrats. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
President-elect Trump nominates former football star and Georgia Senate candidate Herschel Walker to serve as ambassador to the Bahamas, and Nicole McGraw is ambassador to Croatia. She's a philanthropist, businesswoman, and art collector. America's listening to Fox News.
Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now. From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
I'm Ben Domenech, Fox News contributor and editor of the Transom.com daily newsletter, and I'm inviting you to join a conversation every week with the smartest thinkers out there about the issues Americans face and where we're going as a nation. This show will feature deep dive interviews with newsmakers and some of your favorite Fox News analysts. I hope you'll join me as we dive into the fray. It's the Ben Domenech Podcast.
Subscribe and listen now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download podcasts.
The newest branch of the military, the United States Space Force, turns 5 years old on Friday. There was a forum celebrating it at the Center for Strategic and International Studies in D.C.
Republican Congressman Mike Rogers of Alabama, the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, spoke about how viewpoints have changed since the branch was created.
People have come to realize the very real threats that exist in space and the compelling need for a Space Force.
General Chance Saltzman, Space Force's chief of space operations, describes space this way.
A domain that has never been more vital to our national security and to our national prosperity.
The general adding that
space is the backbone of the joint force. Without it, we cannot project military power.
He also praised those who serve in the Space Force.
Without question, the Space Force Guardians are the preeminent space warfighters, armed and ready to protect and defend the future of our nation.
Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
Vice President Harris gives her first real speech since losing the election at an event celebrating young people serving their communities.
The vice president told high school and college students in Maryland to stay in the fight.
Chin up, shoulders back, forever impatient for change.
Vice President Kamala Harris says moments like these are the true test of character.
Do we throw up our hands? Or do we roll up our sleeves?
Harris did not specifically mention President-elect Trump, and since her election loss last month, has not spoken about her future after the vice presidency, or rumors she is considering a run for governor of California or another presidential campaign. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The Japanese automakers Honda and Nissan are in talks about more collaboration and a possible merger that would make them the third biggest automaker worldwide behind Toyota and Volkswagen. The Fed's expected to announce an interest rate cut today at the end of its two-day policy meeting. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A Monday night fire destroyed a home on Whitehall Road in Putnam County. The Putnam County Fire Department says home occupants did not suffer any injuries. A total of 10 apparatus and 20 personnel worked 6 hours to put out the blaze. The State Department of Transportation will spend $500,000 to completely rebuild a Monterey intersection. Mayor Alex Garcia says the project at the Commercial Avenue Poplar Street intersection will begin in 2025 with the design phase. Construction slated to start in 2007. The TWRA reminding hunters to remain vigilant and take precautions as reported cases of highly pathogenic avian influenza increase among wild birds. The agency says Tennessee has confirmed numerous cases in wild birds since 2022. A list of precautions can be found on the TWRA website. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. Today is, it's Wednesday, isn't it, Sheila?
It is Wednesday.
18th of December. It's 6:06.
We've got 57 right now. High today should be about 60, and we have some rain coming.
More rain.
Rainy day again today.
Yeah, that's okay.
And you know what? It's going to be windy, too. It said wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour.
Ooh. Take those inflatables down.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, mine are down.
Are they? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Mine are down or in the box because I don't know exactly what my dogs will do. Plus, it's been kind of rainy and they're muddy. They like to lay on things.
When you first got the inflatable Santa up, 12-foot Santa, did the dogs bark at it or look like what's going on?
No, they were all around helping, like,
The dogs helped?
Oh, look, Dad's doing something. Let's see what this is.
So since they probably saw you putting that up, they knew it was supposed to be there.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But, like, if they'd have been in the garage and not saw you put it up, they probably would have started barking at it.
I will say this. If one of those laser lights happens to come in the house and Kit Kat sees it, game on.
She's like, whoa, a big cat toy.
What? I'm going to have to kill this, whatever it is.
Does she, climb the walls?
Oh, yeah, she loves it.
It's so funny. The cats and lasers are fun.
They're the best.
Yeah.
I love it. I love doing that.
Well, it is time for things you need to know.
Yeah, what do we need? I don't have a lot today, Sheila. I'm just going to be straight up with you.
Rely on me?
I am.
Hey, that's what we're here for. Here for each other. Well, you can get your picture made with Santa and live reindeer.
Ooh.
That is at Big R Farm and Home today and tomorrow, noon to 7 p.m.
That's pretty cool.
I think so, too. And those live reindeer, I love it.
Yeah, you know what? Reindeer are expensive.
Are they now?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure they eat a lot, too.
Yeah, I looked into getting a couple.
What, for your grandkids?
No, to rent them out.
Oh, okay. I never know about you.
No. I was thinking about that. I was trying to talk my dad into being a real bearded Santa because he'd be a great one.
He would be great.
And then have a couple of reindeer.
Yeah. And you're like, dang,
I mean,
reindeer.
I was like, Dad, we can make a lot of money doing that. And he's like, I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
So we didn't.
Trouble.
So we didn't. we didn't do it.
Yeah.
The early window to enroll for government health insurance has been extended to 11:59 p.m. tonight. So if you missed the earlier deadline, you can still get in. You can go see your an insurance person, and they can help you out with finding, or go to the website, which I don't remember what that is. But you have until midnight tonight to get in there and do any changes to your health care.
Well, I want to say congratulations. There's an employee spotlight that Mayor Randy Porter does, and Courtney Gore with the health department has been recognized. So congratulations to her and all of her hard work. We appreciate you in this community.
Did you know at York Institute there's something called the Poor House, Poor House, Poor House?
No.
Well, it's the original school building that they built while they were building York Institute. And Kelly, is it Kiesling, state representative, wants to demolish the poorhouse on York Institute's campus. He says it's in pretty bad shape. But he knows there's going to be people that don't want it tore down because
of the history. But if
the
it's
sentimental stuff. But if it's past the point of repair,
and it's dangerous too, though.
That's a different story. If they could still repair it and make it into something, I think they should. I don't think they should tear it down.
If they can.
If they can.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
If they can save it.
But if not, it could be a danger to.
If it's past the point of no return.
And you know how kids are. We would always go into these old buildings and check them out. So it could be dangerous. And I never knew about the danger. I didn't think about that. I was thinking about,
you were practically Nancy Drew.
I was. That's what I was trying to be. Let's do some research.
Right.
There's a job opening. A Putnam County Building Codes Department has an opening for a codes inspector. Salary range is $43,000 to $53,000 a year, and then certificate and education is needed for that. But full benefits, state retirement, paid health insurance, sick leave, vacation time, and longevity pay too. So
sounds like a good job there.
Yeah, most definitely. You can go to putnamcountytn.gov/employment opportunities.
All right.
Yeah, so that's a good one there. Also, Operation United Hope, which have been on the show several times. We love them. They do a lot for the local military families. They're wanting you to adopt a military family or senior veteran around this holiday season.
Okay.
Said we're hosting our 3rd annual toy drive for our military families, and you can adopt a senior veteran. Unreturned tree tags. It said every year we have a few tags that go missing, and we could use your help again this year to help with gifts for veterans or the children of veterans.
Okay.
And they said whose tag didn't come back or came back late. So I guess they don't get a Christmas that way.
Well, maybe they didn't plan for that because their tag didn't make it up on the tree.
Oh, that might be.
And then, but they're just allowing for if something like that were to happen.
And reminding you about that.
At least that's what it sounds like to me.
You can visit OperationUnitedHope.com to find out more about that. Or if you want to help out the military families, please do that. And they make sure that the military families here in the Upper Cumberland are taken care of. So that's a great organization.
Awesome. Is that all you got today?
Things you need to know.
Yeah. Hey, one more thing you need to know.
Yeah.
I know I told y'all about the most awesome, coolest toy Jeep ever.
Yes.
And
it is cool.
So yesterday was the day that they had their little Christmas down there in Georgia, and they gave him the Jeep that I got him. It's even cooler than I thought. I mean, I read about it beforehand. I knew it was cool. I knew it was the Cadillac of toy Jeeps.
Because you're not going to get anything less for your grandbabies.
So, but it's even cooler put together and running. It's got Bluetooth speakers, so it plays the radio.
It looks like a real vehicle. Suspension and all that.
Suspension runs great on grass or
even
pavement.
The horn sounded great.
And yes, the horn.
I saw the video that Jason had.
Push button start, and when it starts, it makes a vroom sound. I mean, it's awesome. But the best part is the remote control for the parents.
Yeah, most definitely.
I asked Maddie. I said, "How much fun was that?" She said, "Oh, it was the best."
And Matthias was sitting there like, "I'm driving my sister around.
Yeah,
I'm a real man."
And she was smiling.
Yeah. I thought they would be a little scared,
No, but Josie, it takes a lot to get her to grin.
She was smiling big time.
She's smiling big. So anyway, that's my little corner I just wanted to tell you all about.
Well, it was sure cute, most definitely. And it did, that Jeep, I'd like to have that Jeep.
Me too.
It was so fun.
Yeah. Your 2 cents coming up next, brought to you by Freedom Pawn. From guitars to guns, new gaming systems, tools, whatever you need, Christmas shopping wise, and throughout the year, go see our friends at Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta.
And when you see them, tell them, hey, I heard about that. You're sponsoring Good Morning Cookeville.
Thank you.
Thank them.
Thank you.
What is the most underrated restaurant chain?
Underrated restaurant chain?
Chain.
Ooh. I've got some opinions on this.
We always love our locals, but what is an underrated chain that you think don't get talked about as much?
All right. I'm in on that.
Yeah.
I think I got a few in my pocket.
All right.
Okay, we'll get into that here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live from the Willow Window Studio, and we'll be right back.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. Have you ever really spent time planning for life after work? If not, you're not alone. For most, it's a scary thought. Making sense of investments, Social Security, Medicare. To make it worse, the advice people typically get is from salespeople or family members who got their information from salespeople. We are here to take the mystery and fear out of retirement. The next step is yours. Call 615-851-1950 or go to paulwinkler.com. That website is paulwinkler.com, creating confident investors.
And now located in Cookeville.
This Christmas, as you gather with loved ones, take a moment to remember the reason for the season, to give thanks for all of God's blessings, and to honor those who have sacrificed so much for this great nation. Here's a special Christmas message from Senator Marsha Blackburn.
In this time of celebration, let us remember what a blessing it is to be a Tennessean, an American, and to live as children of God in the most extraordinary country in the world. As we celebrate the birth of our Savior, let us always choose to live by His word, to give thanks to those who serve us all, and to love our fellow Americans. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
I'm Marsha Blackburn, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Marsha for Senate.
At Gentry's Power Equipment, we deliver value with expertise and top-notch service. Now's the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor gear with instant rebates on all Laser Z models, E, S, and X, up to $750. Plus, enjoy a low financing rate of 1.99% for 48 months. Looking for steel products? Our knowledgeable local dealers provide personalized service you won't find at big box stores. Gentry's Power Equipment, 755 Buffalo Valley Road, Cookeville.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad Pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Morning Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:19.
Our guests this morning will be Frida and Eddie Gall with Lazy G Ranch. Their ranch is decorated every year for Christmas. We'll talk about that. And they've got this little Tale of the Duck, the Christmas duck.
Okay.
He's going around to different places. There's a Facebook page.
We got to meet him in Livingston.
We sure did.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you more about that. It's not a real duck.
Yeah.
But he's got a personality. We'll get into that a little later on. Then Hope Vargas with the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce will be in to talk about what's happening in Gainesboro.
She is real.
She is real. The duck is not.
And has her own little personality.
She does. You know those gnomes that have moved around before and they've taken pictures of them?
Yeah.
This duck is on its own adventure.
I know what you mean, Sheila.
But the other folks may not know. The other folks.
It sounded funny to me.
It did. She is real.
Yeah.
And so is Eddie and Frida Gaw from Lazy G.
All right, okay.
Their buffalo are real.
All right.
Oh.
We're moving on.
Go ahead and talk a little bit. I need to pull this up.
Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond. They've got everything you need, guns galore, great tools, tons of musical instruments, gaming systems, games, you name it.
Crossbows.
They've got it for you there at Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. Run by there. Tell them you heard about it with Jason and Sheila on Good Morning Cookeville. Your 2 cents is.
What is the most underrated restaurant chain?
As far as chains go, underrated, and I know I might get some pushback on this.
Uh-huh.
I think it's Fazoli's.
I just had that last night.
I love Fazoli's. Their breadsticks are better than Olive Garden's.
I agree with that.
Easily better than Olive Garden.
Do you know, one of my friends said Fazoli's is better pasta than Olive Garden. He goes, there, I said it.
Oh, yeah.
And he's at an affordable price.
Yes, Fazoli, and it's.
But I'm not really knocking Olive Garden. I like some of the things they have.
I don't like Olive Garden. I don't think there's any taste to it, but there is some taste to Fazoli's, and it's kind of gotten the shaft. It's kind of over there where you don't think about it.
And do you think people think, oh, well, I've got to go to Olive Garden? It's a little bit higher price.
Maybe, I don't know, but as far as underrated chains, I'm gonna have to go Fazoli's.
Well, you're not gonna like what I have to say.
What do you have to say?
Arby's.
No, I agree. I'm just mad about their potato cakes is all.
Jason, if you don't know, banned Arby's for a while because they had their potato cakes and then didn't have any anymore. Then they brought them back.
Yeah.
And we thought, yes.
We're on a big
and
Arby's
tasted
kick.
the same as before. And then now they don't have them.
Now they're gone again.
And they were good.
They're going to be Arby's version of the McRib. They're going to bring them back every little bit.
As long as they bring them back, you know.
I'm not on a full ban anymore.
Because they're good.
So I'm back.
He hates admitting they're good.
But I agree, Arby's is underrated.
Their roast beef is good. Their sandwiches are good.
People make fun of Arby's like people make fun of Nickelback.
Arby's?
Yeah.
Is the Nickelback a food chain?
It is.
But why is that?
I have no idea.
Because Ving Rhames goes, we have the meats.
I like that.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love his voice. All right, here's what other people are saying. What is the most underrated restaurant chain? Thomas says, we're going to agree with this, Waffle House.
Oh, of course.
Waffle House. But I don't know if it's underrated. There's a lot of Waffle House fans.
Yeah. Well, Waffle House.
And the food's never bad.
Waffle House has its own thing.
They do.
You know,
you know what you're getting.
Yeah, you go into any
you can
Waffle
hear
House.
Them call out that food order, and I love it.
Anytime at anywhere a Waffle House is, and it's going to be Waffle House.
Yeah.
There is no difference.
No difference.
And
it's all good.
And then
it's all good and all good.
Well, they just got one.
I know, that's what I was saying.
And Smithville might be getting one.
Oh, I hope they do.
Yeah.
All right. And then Michael England, our friend who's at Exceptional Bean Coffee Place, he said Applebee's is underrated.
You know, I kind of agree with him. I kind of miss Cookeville not having one. Is that crazy?
No, I miss it too. But when it was here, I don't know if it was managed right or something.
I don't know.
Because it wasn't up to par with all the other Applebee's that I had tried.
Yeah.
And I think that's why.
That's like sometimes
closed.
when you try a foreign Dairy Queen and it doesn't taste the same as the Dairy Queen here.
I know. It's a world of difference.
Then you're like, oh, you must not be a Brazier.
Right. That's what you think it is.
That's what I think it is.
If it's not a Brazier.
If it's not a Brazier Dairy Queen, I'm probably not going to eat there.
So what does Brazier mean to you?
It's the food part of Dairy Queen.
I know, but I didn't know if it meant something else to
No,
Jason Grider.
It doesn't. I just know that's the food part of the Dairy Queens that I like.
Say Brazier again.
Brazier.
In the big voice.
No, let's move along.
I embarrass him sometimes. Let's see. Sonic. Don't knock Sonic. Their drinks are exceptional. Fountain drinks are great. Lots of flavors.
Yeah, they do have some really good things.
They've changed their pickles.
I think they've changed their meat.
Burgers aren't what they used to be. But let me tell you, I can go there and get a little grilled cheese, and sometimes that's all I want.
I can tell you, too, there's a difference between Sonics.
Yes, there definitely is.
Sonic in Cookeville, up here on Jackson, Sonic in Sparta, good.
Did they change their meat?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what the difference is, but there's a difference. Wendy's on Willow, Wendy's on Jefferson. Wendy's on Jefferson, way better.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, the one I go to is Willow.
Your taste buds have adapted. Plus, you're not an OG Cookevillian either, so.
I don't like it when you say that, because when we have guests that's been here over 20 years, I've been here over 35 years. And you call them that hadn't been here long as me the OG. You go, you've been here long enough. You're an OG.
I'm just being nice.
Well, won't you be nice to me some?
All right.
Oh.
Anything
I
else?
don't like it when you don't push back. I don't know
Anything
what
else?
to think. Yeah, there's a lot of things. What is the most
with your 2 cents?
right? What is the most underrated food
Yeah.
chain?
Bojangles
and Cajun filet sandwich is what Susan said.
Yeah.
She said it's the best anywhere. Bob Evans.
It's been a long time since I've had Bob Evans.
Is there some around here? Are
no.
there Nashville? They used to be in Nashville.
There may have been one in Nashville. Last one I
think it
ate
went out
at
of
was in Worthington, Ohio, and it was good. It wasn't Cracker Barrel by any means, but it was a decent substitute. It was the Ohio version of that.
Well, somebody said Chick-fil-A, but I don't think they're underrated.
Gosh, no.
Everybody
loves them.
Like, everybody talks about Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
To where it's like, calm down. But they are good, and they know how to do a line, man.
Oh yeah, they could open up another Chick-fil-A beside Chick-fil-A, and it'd
still be crowded. Yes. And then Matthew said Panda Express locally here.
I haven't had Panda Express.
Is that a chain? That's not a chain, is it?
Yeah, that's a chain.
Panda Express is?
Yeah. I've never had it. Have you had Panda Express?
I have.
Is it good?
It's good.
Okay.
It is good. I had an experience there one time. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm like, it's good.
The one that really shook me that I didn't think I would like, in fact, made fun of when it came to town, was Chicken Salad Chick.
It's great, isn't it?
And it's delicious. And they've got different types of chicken salads.
It is underrated.
And I was like, chicken salad? That's all they're going to serve?
Pimento cheese, too, though. Don't forget about that.
And then I got, then I went there. And it was great. And I was shocked.
This is what Jason does. This is
funny. I quit making fun of him.
But he can't go with his male buddies. He has to take a girl with him to Chick-fil-A. Why is this?
That's a girl restaurant.
I see other big old burly men going in, like a construction crew.
No.
Yeah, they go in. They don't care.
It's like if you're going to go see like a little animated movie or something, you got to take a kid.
That's true, because
the same concept.
Tim and I don't have kids, and one time we went and I really wanted to see this movie. It was like years ago when we first got married, and then people were looking down beside us like, what are they doing here?
Right.
And I'm like, I'll never do this again.
That's the same thing with Chicken Salad Chick. As a grown man, you can't just walk in there by yourself or with a...
So you think people are going to look at you funny and go, why are you here?
I wonder why he's here all by himself. Who's watching him?
Not by yourself, but you wouldn't even go with another man, is what I'm saying.
I probably would.
I don't think you would.
Spoiler alert, that's coming up here in just a little bit. The latest going on in the world of music and entertainment. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. So hang out with us on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Putnam County Sheriff Eddie Ferris has applied to partner with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to help identify criminals who are in the country illegally. Ferris told county commissioners Monday that it would take several months to get that program implemented. The Cookeville City Council will consider tonight a $224,000 engineering contract for expanding sewer capacity at the Cane Creek pump station. City Manager James Mills says development inquiries in that area have been delayed until this expansion can be completed. Road construction won't delay travelers during the Christmas and New Year's holidays. TDOT will once again halt all lane closure activity on interstates and state highways in anticipation of higher traffic volumes. The state press release says construction lane closures will stop from December 23rd through January 1st. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. The Atlanta Falcons benched Kirk Cousins on Tuesday and named Michael Penix the starting quarterback. Cousins this season has thrown 16 interceptions and fumbled the ball 12 times. Cousins just signed with the Falcons this past offseason for 4 years and $180 million. The Falcons selected Penix with the 8th pick in this past draft. The New York Yankees finalized a trade to bring in Cody Bellinger from the Chicago Cubs. The Yankees sent pitcher Cody Petit to the Cubs in exchange. This past year, Bellinger hit .266 with 18 home runs and 78 runs batted in. He was also the NL MVP in 2019. Former NFL quarterback Mike Vick is reportedly accepting the head coaching job at Norfolk State, which is 20 miles from his hometown. He has been an analyst for Fox since 2017. In college basketball last night, the Tennessee Tech women beat Western Illinois 72-52 to open up OVC play. The Golden Eagles outscored the Leathernecks 42-22 in the second half. On the men's side, Tech fell 71-68. Ronnie Johnson had a double-double with 19 points and 16 rebounds. Elsewhere, Tennessee beat West Carolina 84-36. Florida beat North Carolina 90-84, and Ole Miss beat Southern 74-61. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Honda and Nissan are working on closer ties and could even merge. Reuters says the two are talking about expanding their partnership. It could result in more cooperation on technology, or discussions could result in a merger. If Honda and Nissan combine, it would create the world's third largest auto group. Toyota is the largest, followed by Volkswagen. 7 & I, 7-Eleven's parent company, plans to open 500 new convenience stores in the U.S. and Canada in the next 3 years. The company rejected a takeover offer from Circle K's parent company, Canada's Couche-Tard. 7 & I's founding Ito family has made an offer to take the company private. And shoemaker Birkenstock is reporting a better-than-expected quarter. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola, invested in you.
Trump's victory doesn't mean our financial worries are over. Hi, Dr. Ron Paul here. Washington's spending addiction still threatens your savings. That's why I recommend gold IRAs from my friends at Birch Gold Group. These accounts protect your retirement from government mismanagement. For a free info kit on gold IRAs, text the word SHELTER to 989898. Don't wait. Text SHELTER to the number 989898 now for your free kit from Birch Gold.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Mostly cloudy through the afternoon. We'll see periods of rain with temperatures falling through the 60s today. Overnight, we'll be back into the 30s behind the front. Then tomorrow, sunshine, mid-40s. We'll be back into the upper 20s to around 30 Thursday night. Partly cloudy on Friday with a high in the lower 40s.
Good morning, Cookeville. With Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Windows studio. It's 6:36 now.
It's going to be gusty and windy today. 25-mile-per-hour winds. It really is going to be kind of windy. Rain is coming. Going to be cloudy. High around 60. We've got 55 right now. And it's time for a spoiler alert.
Sounds like a great day to do nothing.
Uh-huh.
But that's been every day so far this week, hasn't it?
Yeah, but yesterday was a good day for me. I saw more people than I had been the last few weeks, so they were in a good mood yesterday.
All right, get into the Christmas spirit,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's
I
what
don't
it
know.
is.
Yeah, spoiler alert on Jimmy Fallon, Darlene Love, and Little Steven.
Who's Little Steven?
Got me.
Darlene Love. I hope she sings a Christmas song.
Seth Meyers has Hoda. How do you say her last name? Huh? Cotby.
From the Today Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not Oprah's friend, right?
No, that's
it's
Gail.
Gail. That's Oprah's friend. And Amy Sedaris is going to be on with Seth Meyers as well.
Amy Sedaris.
Don't know who
Oh,
that
wait. She's funny. I follow her on Instagram. She always puts crazy stuff on there. I can't. Okay, she was in Elf. Do you know when he went to the office to find his real dad?
Yeah.
She was the secretary.
Oh, okay. Well, she's a cute little button, isn't she?
She's adorable.
Yeah.
She's a little Southern thing too in real life.
The season finale of Survivor is on CBS, and the season finale of The Masked Singer is on tonight. And the season finale of The Floor.
You know, I haven't been keeping up with any of that.
I've lost favor with them somehow. I hadn't been keeping up either.
Is The Floor the one Rob Lowe hosts?
Yes. Yeah.
He was telling a story the other day. I saw something come up on my Facebook feed. He was talking about Chris Farley and Spade. What's his name? David Spade. He said when he worked with them, they were fighting over him like a little girl. Well, you want to go lunch with us? That's funny, isn't it?
That is funny.
He said it was like I was the pretty girl, and I was like,
well,
that's how Freaky Dave does with you.
That's right. Also, the iHeartRadio Jingle Ball 2024 is on ABC tonight. I'm glad they can afford that. None of their employees.
Yeah, they let go a lot of people, didn't they? Yeah. I got you.
Also on Netflix, season 2 of The Manny is on there, which is a male nanny.
Yeah. Right. But I didn't even know there was a season 1 of that.
I didn't either. The Secret Lives of Animals, that's on Apple TV Plus, season 1 of that. Have you watched any of those?
Secret Lives of
Animals. I guess
Animals.
not. It's season 1.
Right.
If you hadn't seen any of them.
But I've seen stuff on Animal Planet that's like Dalmatians 101 and stuff like that. If it's
a lot of tiger things.
And how did Matthias say it?
Tiger.
Arr.
And so, after a while, you run out of little kid tiger things to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So then you end up on National Geographic or something, tiger things to watch.
And then you don't realize they kill things.
Yeah, and
was he okay with all that?
He was fine with it.
Oh, okay.
But all the women in his life are like,
I can't believe you let letting him watch this.
And then I was like, well, I just let him watch my dogs kill a bunny in the driveway. And they were like,
Circle of life.
He didn't seem too concerned
They gotta learn
about
it,
it.
right?
Yeah, he was like, oh, they're fighting. Yes, they are. And one will win.
But, because he's what, 3?
It turns 3 the 21st.
Ooh, that's like just days away.
Yeah, yeah.
And did it upset him at all? Or is
No.
he just like, yeah, it happens?
He told everybody about it.
He's all boy.
He told everybody about it.
Such a boy.
Saw the dogs kill a bunny at Papa's house. Yeah, you did.
It's what happens.
The series finale of Yellowstone scored 11.4 million viewers across the Paramount Network and CMT. Paramount said Tuesday, hitting a series high.
Oh, wow.
They've got to keep it going somehow.
I wonder, like those stats like that, and Kevin Costner not in it. I wonder how he feels.
Well,
a series high.
I mean, he's still executive producer. He's still making money off of it.
Oh, well then he's like great.
But I mean, they've got to keep some of this going. Right.
Well, here's what I know, that it's been confirmed that Beth and Rip are going to have a show. I wonder if Casey and his wife, I can't even remember his wife's name.
Me neither. Isn't that bad?
See, so I don't know if they're interesting enough to. Casey's pretty interesting.
I don't think they are. I just don't think
I
they
think
are.
they could add some others.
Their goal was to be normal, and
how much fun is normal? We got normal every day.
Rip and Beth ain't going to be normal.
They're never normal.
Right. FX has canceled The Old Man starring Jeff Bridges after 2 seasons.
Yeah.
A feature film based on the Australian animated children's series Bluey, theaters in 2027.
That's that Australian cattle.
That'll be a big seller for Christmas. Bluey toys in 2027 is going to be big.
Bluey's cute. It's a cute little animated.
Haven't watched enough to pay attention to it.
Well, I like their accent too.
Yeah. All right, that's it for that, Sheila.
All right then.
Let me go to the next page here.
You can go ahead and go to the next page. I'll let you.
Something on there. Oh, this is about Tom Cruise.
Okay.
He's been honored by the U.S. Navy with the Distinguished Public Service Award. This honor recognizes the star's dedication to the Navy and his significant contributions to inspiring public appreciation for naval service. Which, I wonder how many people join the Navy to become a pilot, Top Gun, or at least try for that. I wonder how many people Top Gun recruited to the Navy.
Whether you like Tom Cruise or not, I think he's a great actor and he's had such great movies. That character, Maverick, he did so well. I can't imagine anybody else in that role. Because he's just so good at Maverick.
You can't now.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
He is him.
And he's done lots of great movies, but that's probably his best role.
What is
most loved role?
What is your favorite? Is Top Gun your favorite?
I think
Tom
he
Cruise
does really
movie?
good. I also liked A Few Good Men. I thought he was good in that too.
I loved A Few Good Men, one of my favorite movies.
But I think everybody steps up when Jack Nicholson's in the cast.
Yeah.
And
then we're trying to think of where he's the
Days
bar.
of Thunder.
Oh, that's another great one.
Cocktail.
I loved Cocktail. What a great movie that is.
See, he's likable as his characters.
Yeah. And the one where he's the movie, was it Tropic Thunder?
I don't know. I don't remember this one.
He's bald and he dances and he's really rough.
Oh yeah,
I think it's
forgot
Tropic
about that.
Thunder where he's a agent or a movie producer. Gosh, what was his name in that? But he was a small role, but man,
And he was great in it.
He was awesome at it.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Tropic Thunder doesn't sound right. But anyway, I know which one you're talking about.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Tropic
Is it?
Thunder. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, so congratulations to Tom Cruise getting honored by the Navy. And that's really all I got for
Spoiler
alert.
That was pretty good though. I know some new things from that.
Couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. We'll get to those in a minute. We call those the real good.
The real good.
Also, round 3 of Ask Sheila today. We'll get to those questions and a little bit more on the way next here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio.
Call us before you dig. Accidents are caused each year because someone broke a gas line that they didn't know was there. Remember, not all of our lines are in the street. They go through your yard to the house. Don't take a chance. The Cookeville Gas Department will gladly check any area before you dig and tell you if there are any gas lines present. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
The Upper Cumberland Habitat Restore in Cookeville is expanding their team with part-time positions available. They are seeking dedicated individuals who are passionate about community impact and customer service. Responsibilities may include maintaining an organized, welcoming store environment, assisting with donation acceptance and processing, and supporting daily operations. Ideal candidates are customer-focused, proactive, and committed to fostering a positive shopping experience. Joining their team offers a chance to make a meaningful difference. For more information, contact them at restore@uchabitat.org.
Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation provides programs and services for patients in need in our Upper Cumberland community. Learn more at cookevilleregionalcharity.org. Our foundation is compassionate care. Your gift helps us heal.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease into a state of relaxation and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614, or visit hayesdentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
Discover the savings at Freedom Pawn, located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. We're not your typical pawn shop. Explore our extensive selection of jewelry, tools, gaming systems, knives, and guitars, perfect for any enthusiast. For the archery lover, we offer Barnett crossbows and other top brands. And don't forget, we're your trusted guns and ammo store with the best selection around. Visit us today. Just look for the Bigfoot in front of the store and see why Freedom Pawn in Sparta is your ultimate destination for great deals.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways. Engineers are answering the call to create solutions that decrease our dependence on fossil fuels, taking lessons from the best engineer out there, nature. Engineers are creating cleaner, safer, and reliable energy. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:48 now.
We're happy to have Frida and Eddie Gall coming in after 7. They're with Lazy G Ranch, a local ranch that has bison and Christmas lights. We'll find out more about that and what they have going on at the ranch. And then from the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce, Hope Vargas at 7:30.
All right, well, that sounds great. You're watching on TV. I've got this little piece of hair hanging down.
It's driving him nuts.
Can't deal with it.
You think since I'm the girl that I'd be more worried about my hair? No, it's Jason.
Well, no, I ain't worried about it. It's just tickling my forehead. Worrisome. Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories trying to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it the Real Good. Members of an animal service group in Jacksonville, Florida, had to play the role of action hero recently when they were alerted that a dog was stranded on the ledge of the Myrtle Avenue Bridge.
Ooh, on the ledge of it.
The dog, now affectionately named Myrtle, was found by Jacksonville Animal Care and Protective Services in a precarious position on the side of a highway bridge. The team quickly sprang into action, using a net and leash to safely lift Myrtle to safety.
Oh.
The rescue was a delicate operation, but the team handled it with care and compassion. Myrtle, who was, of course, terrified, is now recovering from the ordeal and has gained a huge fan club among staff and volunteers because everybody loves Myrtle now.
Of course. So who adopted Myrtle?
Nobody yet.
You know somebody will.
I don't know. She seems to have a runaway risk.
And then why would she get on the side of a bridge?
I don't know.
Myrtle ain't too smart, but usually the ones that aren't too smart are some of the sweetest.
Maybe Myrtle needs to be an inside-only dog.
She'll tear up some curtains. Oh, no, wait, that's a cat.
Yeah. Another real good story. After 40 years, a woman has been reunited with her long-lost lunchbox. Something that she hadn't seen since her school days. What was your lunchbox, Sheila?
Charlie's Angels.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Dukes of Hazzard here.
that's a good one, too.
A plumber who was recently at an elementary school in Roanoke, Virginia, he made the discovery, a metal lunchbox featuring the orange cartoon cat character Heathcliff. Inside was a thermos and a tag with the student's name, Tracy Drain, who appeared to have been in Miss Curry's class in room 30.
How cute.
Thanks to a posting on social media, Tracy learned that her lunchbox, which had been lost since 4th grade, had been found. She said, I think it's amazing. It's very interesting to be able to see it. As far as remembering it, I don't. But it has my mom's handwriting, which is a treasure right there.
She didn't remember it.
She didn't remember her Heathcliff lunchbox.
Huh. You know what? As much as I love animals and I love cats, Heathcliff I always thought was a little smart alecky.
He was an outlier. You know, he wasn't Garfield.
I liked Garfield better than
It
Heathcliff.
was Heathcliff,
Heathcliff was trouble.
like the Dollar General Garfield.
But when Heathcliff was first, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Trouble. He's trouble.
I don't know how that worked out. Anyway, to the lady getting her lunchbox back, although she sounds super unappreciative.
Right.
And to Myrtle there in Jacksonville, Florida, y'all are real good. All right, Sheila, you ready for round 3 of Ask Sheila?
I'm ready.
Now, these is just what the average person thinks.
Right.
Or does, okay?
This is the theme?
This is the theme, average person.
What they do or think.
Right.
Okay.
Based on studies and whatnot.
All right, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
A recent study revealed that on average, one of these lasts about 22 minutes. What is it?
One of these lasts 22 minutes.
Yeah.
An ice cream cone.
That's a long time for an ice
Well, when
cream
you think
cone.
of it,
It'd melt.
But you got to be working on it that whole time.
I'll be working on it.
Well, if you eat it too fast, it's going to give you
I don't know if it lasts
brain freeze.
22 minutes. That's a long time for an ice cream cone.
Obviously, that's not the right answer then.
But no, it's not. It's
22 minutes.
No.
Average one of these lasts 22 minutes. Sucker.
No, the answer is an argument.
I wasn't even going in that area.
I know.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
You're gonna
22-minute argument?
You went straight to sweets.
Yeah. Because I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Well, the answer is arguments.
Okay.
If you're an average person, you'll do this for 9 hours and 20 minutes today, even though experts say it significantly increases your chances of an early death. What is it?
This reminds me of sitting is the new smoking. So I'm thinking that most people, like an 8 or 9 hour day, they sit during their jobs.
Nailed it. Sitting. 9 hours and 20 minutes. That's the average person sitting like that.
So if we get up and walk around a little bit, like some people go walking on their lunch break or something. If
Yeah.
you're sitting, it's probably the best thing to do.
All right, last question here.
Okay.
The average person waste 6 minutes a day doing this, what is it?
6 minutes a day.
And I would say you're probably more in the 10 minutes a day.
Waste talking.
Kind of talking, but what kind of talking?
Well, you had arguing at the first one. What kind of talking?
Yeah. Yeah, what kind of talking?
You've stumped me.
Using hesitant speech, saying or kinda.
No, it didn't say kinda in there.
Well, it says etc., so that means I can add whatever I want.
You're so funny.
Uh,
So I and hesitate a lot.
I'm just kidding with you, Sheila, but
I don't
yeah,
like it.
the average person wastes 6 minutes a day doing this. Now,
Thanks, Jason.
my wife Donna, she doesn't really do the ums and the ers. She'll just cut it off. It won't finish.
I can understand why, because you probably give her grief like you do me.
She'll be like, so and so said.
And then she's stopping to think and get her thoughts in here.
What did they?
So funny.
What'd they say? Well, and then
She leaves you hanging.
and then
She knows that you're
right,
leaning in then.
right. But then I don't know if she's really going to tell me or not. So sometimes I'll, get interested in something else, and then she'll finish. I'll be like,
Wait.
was that about that old girl, or what was that about? So I didn't know.
That's hilarious.
It's hard to keep up with sometimes.
Kind of like it is with me.
A little bit. I mean, but at least you give me an or kinda. To keep
He
it
knows
going.
being on the radio, you're not supposed to
Well, no, that's you do whatever you want to on that deal, Sheila. It don't matter to me. I do it too.
Obviously, it matters.
Today is Bake Cookies Day.
Ooh.
Nothing better than the
Fresh
smell of
baked cookies.
and then when they're still a little squishy before they get hard.
Chocolate chip.
Yes.
Or snickerdoodles. I know you don't like them, but I like snickerdoodles a lot.
Well, it depends. I mean, anything's better fresh
Yeah.
and warm.
But you're not a big cinnamon guy, and I know
No, I'm not.
snickerdoodles.
Yeah.
It's like a sugar cookie with a little cinnamon added.
And today is also National Suckling Pig Day.
Okay, then. I don't even have a comment for that.
Well, I mean,
Don't they serve like suckling pig?
yeah, you can get a whole.
They're probably tender little thing.
I'd say so.
Shh, don't tell PETA.
I'm not sure exactly when you take a suckling pig.
Sounds bad, don't it?
I'm not sure when you can
What about
actually
little
do that.
babies?
Well, I mean, I'd say they're still pretty good size, probably 40, 50,
I mean, they're a pig.
40, 50 pounds on that thing.
Even little pig weighs a lot.
Yeah, so I don't know when you're supposed to take those.
I figured you would. You've been a pig farmer.
No, but not a suckling pig. Let me tell you, little baby pig, little
They're
piglet.
cute.
They're like little puppies.
They really are.
I love
I mean,
them.
I've seen like little baby pigs before, and I've always talked sweet to little animals, and their little tails, just the little thin pencil tails.
Yeah.
They wag like a dog.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk Donna into. You know what? We might ought to get some more pigs this spring.
Yeah.
She's fired me on it, but I'll eventually get
Well,
there.
it's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Feeding them, plumping them up.
they're so much fun. I love.
Like your pig.
I love.
It's hard
I love
not
to have
to
them
get
around.
attached.
Yeah.
But you got to think, hey, they're farming pigs.
Oh, I'll still eat them, attached or not.
Yeah.
Mean speckled pig. Whew.
I know that was a hard one for you. Big. He was the cutest.
Coming up, we've got, speaking of farming, Lazy G Ranch.
That's right. They're a bison farm, and they've got their Christmas lights on it. Just a beautiful ranch locally. We'll talk to Freddie and Eddie Gaw, and then Hope Vargas with the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce.
All right, that's all coming up, so hang out with us here on Good Morning Cookeville. We'll be right back.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400 WHUB Cookeville.
Murder and terrorism. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. The man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, Luigi Mangione, is indicted in New York City.
One count of murder in the second degree is an act of terrorism.
Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg.
The statutory elements we can go into, but its most basic term, that's what this is. This was not an ordinary killing.
He says Mangione's due in court tomorrow morning for a hearing about sending him back to New York from Pennsylvania, where he was taken into custody. The 15-year-old girl who police say shot 8 people, killing 2 at her Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin, had joined a shooting range this year with her dad, according to a post of his on social media. A motive for the murder-suicide is still being worked out. Police say there may be a combination of factors. A teacher and student are dead.
We're so grateful for this outpouring of love for this community.
Impact Christian Schools Executive Director Chuck Moore at a vigil last night. 2 of the 6 people wounded are in critical condition. 1 person is dead, 9 hurt in a mass shooting near a funeral home in Towson, Maryland.
The individuals in this case somehow knew one another, and that this incident was intentional and targeted.
Baltimore County Police Chief Robert McCullough says there are no arrests yet. There was also a burning vehicle on its side at the scene. Congressional leaders announced an agreement on a spending bill, including disaster aid and other measures to avoid a partial government shutdown Saturday.
Several House Republicans say the process for crafting a government funding package has not been a member-driven process. With growing frustration towards House Speaker Mike Johnson, some haven't committed to supporting him on the House floor in January when he tries to be reelected Speaker.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz in D.C. Funding in the bill runs through March 14th at current levels. After a meeting about it, Missouri House Republican Eric Burleson calls the bill a total dumpster fire. America's listening to Fox News.
When they say free, they really mean check the fine print. They say free iPhone, but only if you trade in your $1,000 phone, pay $100 a month for unlimited data, and also a $35 activation fee. Now, Pure Talk, they have a better option. You'll get a brand new iPhone 14 with unlimited talk, text, 15 gigabytes of data, mobile hotspot for just $50 a month. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now. You'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Pure Talk. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation welcomed U.S. Army Specialist Brent Menard into a new mortgage-free smart home in Florida. Now, while on a road clearance mission in Afghanistan, Brent's vehicle was blown up by an improvised explosive device. Brent became a T4 paraplegic. Tunnel to Towers built him a specially adapted smart home that allows severely injured heroes like Brett to live more independently. We hope you'll donate $11 a month so this great work can continue. Just go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
5 members of a family are found dead at a home in Utah.
Police say the victims include 3 children. A spokesperson for the West Valley City Police Department says it's not immediately clear how they died. Police don't think that there's a suspect on the loose and that the deaths are isolated to the home. A relative alerted police after unsuccessfully trying to reach the 38-year-old woman who lived there. Chris DeMeo, Fox News.
A 17-year-old boy was found at that scene injured from a gunshot wound. He's hospitalized in unknown condition. It took 2 years longer than first expected and cost $1 billion, but there's a new American embassy in Mexico.
No sign of neighborly tensions.
1, 2, 3. Yes, sir.
A blue drape whisked back, revealing a dedication plaque for the new U.S. Embassy in Mexico City. It bears the name of outgoing President Joe Biden, his ambassador, with what seemed to be a swipe at the incoming Trump administration.
Hay otra visión.
Ken Salazar saying that building walls and seeing people as inferior is not their vision. President-elect Trump's promised mass deportations and sweeping tariffs if Mexico doesn't get a grip on migration and the drug trade. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
A Tennessee pizza shop faces backlash after declining to cater a same-sex wedding.
The policy resulting in a social media assault on Chattanooga's Pizzeria Cortilier, which says in a Facebook post that the decision to not cater the event was due to personal beliefs. The restaurant's Facebook page inundated with hundreds of negative comments describing the decision as bigotry. Pizzeria Cortilier is declining comment. Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
The Atlanta Falcons say they're benching quarterback Kirk Cousins and starting rookie Michael Penix Jr. instead. The New York Yankees pick up first baseman outfielder Cody Bellinger to trade with the Cubs for pitcher Cody Poteet. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A Monday night fire destroyed a home on Whitehall Road in Putnam County. The Putnam County Fire Department says home occupants did not suffer any injuries. A total of 10 apparatus and 20 personnel worked 6 hours to put out the blaze. The State Department of Transportation will spend $500,000 to completely rebuild a Monterey intersection. Mayor Alex Garcia says the project at the Commercial Avenue Poplar Street intersection will begin in 2025 with the design phase. Construction slated to start in 2007. The TWRA reminding hunters to remain vigilant and take precautions as reported cases of highly pathogenic avian influenza increase among wild birds. The agency says Tennessee has confirmed numerous cases in wild birds since 2022. A list of precautions can be found on the TWRA website. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning. Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. It's 7:06 now. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
From Lazy G Ranch in Cookeville, we've got Eddie and Frida Gaw. Now, I know there's lots of people that have moved in from other places that may not be familiar with Lazy G Ranch. First, I want to show this, though.
Okay.
Here's Santa Claus. It says Lazy G on his bag. Look at this.
Remember, we're on the radio too, Sheila.
I'm holding up a shirt that's got Christmas lights on it with a bison. Then I've got another shirt that's got the Holy Family. It's got a bison on it that says Lazy G, Merry Christmas, and they have a shop there too.
Yeah, so all the shirts and hats there for sale at Lazy G Ranch in the gift shop.
Oh yes,
the wallow,
the wallow,
the wallow,
the wallow, because bison wallow.
Yeah,
and make places to hang out. They hang around the wallow, so we like to hang around the wallow too.
So we need to tell the story of Lazy G. Y'all have got several bison there.
Running over 200 head.
That's a lot of bison.
It's a lot of bison.
And then, of course, you decorate for Christmas every year, too, and people can drive through and see.
Yeah, and it's free. A lot of people will call me and want to know what we charge, and it's no charge. It's free to drive the lights.
So what got y'all started decorating for Christmas, too?
We love Christmas, and Frida, I think... I sort of used to go out and do it, but then when Frida and I got married, I would go out and start to do it, and I would need to move it 3 inches.
Yeah.
Because somebody wasn't happy.
Somebody's a little particular about.
Eddie, is somebody in the room right now?
They could be.
Frida's got to make sure it's put up there right and even on all sides.
Oh, yeah, and it's in, she's got this deal where it's in pairs of 3s or
fives.
Fives.
No, it can't just be.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
be one.
Right. I mean.
Right.
You know, a guy thing, got to stick one here.
Eddie, what are you even thinking, man?
Well, I'll confess.
now.
I'll make a confession. I was coming up the driveway last night, and I stopped and moved one of the stay in your car signs because it was blocking the a little bit. I stopped last night.
What would we do without Frida?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I don't know what I'd do.
You wouldn't. Eddie, you wouldn't even know what to do.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah.
All right.
Eddie was doing fine till he met Frida, and he didn't know what he was missing.
Right,
Yeah.
That's right.
She said when we got married, nothing will ever change. It didn't. Everything changed.
Right. How long have y'all been married now, though?
14 years.
Congratulations.
That's great.
I can't imagine y'all with anybody else. Y'all are such a great couple.
Absolutely.
So we were talking about this duck that is part of your Christmas decorations, and now he has his own Facebook page.
Right.
And this is a duck made out of lights, of
and
course.
This is a true mystery too. This
Yeah.
isn't just something made up for publicity.
Which I thought was.
Yeah. So tell us about what, and it's what's the name of the duck?
Bobby Duck.
Tell us the Bobby Duck story.
Well, it's been a few years ago that we had him in our driveway, and a fraternity stole him. We got him back anyway. Then after that, he went missing again, and then he come up with his own Facebook page, and he would post around. He was at different places in Cookeville. He was even on the beach in Florida.
Right. That's what we know. It's one of our friends.
But you didn't know who, what, why.
We had no earthly idea. We still don't know who got him the first time.
Oh my! Okay.
But it started with the fraternity wanting to decorate, and they liked that duck. And then you found out, oh, that's who has it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just continued every year, but not the same fraternity getting it or anything.
No.
You don't know who gets it every year.
And then if people look on Facebook, I think this year it's Bobby Duck 2024.
Bobby Duck Gaw 2024.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we have no earthly idea who's takes him. It. And he goes on all these trips. I noticed yesterday he was on an airplane going to North Dakota.
Wow.
And
Bobby Duck gets around.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does. Yeah. He does. And he's been everywhere. He's been to Ralph's Donut.
That was the first place he went when he got out.
He was getting coffee.
Yes, they were serving him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was at the Livingston Christmas Parade. Shannon Cantrell's the one that wanted our picture made with him.
That's where we saw him at.
I didn't know Shannon was incriminating us.
Well, and
you're suspect.
We got suspects. We got several suspects.
I didn't steal him.
Listen, I had my picture made next to Bobby Duck. But I didn't touch Bobby Duck. I didn't hold Bobby Duck. There's not a fingerprint or DNA from me on it.
I totally am suspect because I touched his wing.
Well, he made you a celebrity then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's matter of fact, yesterday I noticed he's with Donald Trump.
Oh.
He's gonna appoint him
over the wildlife and
fisheries.
And his first
save the ducks, right?
He's going to save the ducks.
Yeah, no more duck hunting, he says.
Yeah. So today, I don't know. He may be somewhere else.
Stuff up.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody can.
I'm blown away that y'all don't know who it is.
No, we have no idea.
Because when we got the Livingston Christmas Parade, I mean, Shannon didn't say that anything.
She said somebody left it with a note.
Somebody left it, and we're supposed to get our pictures made with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody left it at the Livingston Overton County Chamber of Commerce with a note said, can you get some pictures with the duck in the Christmas parade?
Mm-hmm. But they had to send it to whoever's posting it. But, we don't really want to know. It's more fun that we don't know.
Well, I'm surprised because it is really good publicity for Lazy G.
Yeah.
And I was thinking y'all were in on it. You're not.
No. We have no earthly idea.
I bet it's somebody on your staff that's just keeps this going every year.
But they bring it back. I mean,
it comes back.
On
It's
Christmas
sitting right
morning,
in front of the gates at the house usually.
He's always
on Christmas morning
sitting in front of the gates.
Bobby always comes back. You've heard the saying, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back to you, it's yours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Duck is the gauze.
Well, all right, so let me ask you, are y'all, you're enjoying this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
see, he hadn't left or flew away
in a couple of years.
It's been a few years, and my son was in the buffalo suit, walking around the nativity with me and shaking hands with the kids and everything. Mm-hmm. And Carl said, somebody said he was gone, and Carl's like, I'm going to go look. So he jerked that and went to look and come back and said, he's gone.
Bobby flew the coop.
He flew the coop.
But it looks like somebody that night, as busy as it was, would have seen them taking him and would have told us. But
well, that Facebook page is funny.
Yeah.
Because they write really creative things on
I'm
that.
telling you. Yeah.
It's turned out to be one of the coolest, funniest things going on during the Christmas season this year.
You just have to follow him. We never know, and Frida will be in the living room, and I'll look on Facebook, here he'll pop up. He's doing something. I holler for her, and she'll come in there and
Look and
at
see
it.
what he's into now.
Hey, here's our duck. Look what he's going next to him.
There's a Bobby Duck out there.
The president knows Bobby Duck.
Yeah.
More with the Gauls coming up here in just a little bit. Here on Good Morning Cookeville, talking about Bobby Duck, Lazy G Ranch, the lights, and we'll talk to him more about just this great Christmas mystery, the mystery of who's got Bobby Duck. More of that coming up in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio.
And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them. Then they were greatly afraid, but the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger." Suddenly a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace to those on whom his favor rests." So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby who was lying in the manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what had been told to them about this child, and all who heard it were amazed. But Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart.
Merry Christmas from the J&S Construction family.
Experience peace of mind with Cove Generators, your trusted partner in power solutions. This holiday season, stay powered during the holidays with our exclusive offer. Purchase a Generac generator before 2025 and receive a free 10-year warranty. Whether it's for home, outdoor, or commercial use, our expert installers ensure you will never lose power again. Visit us at 728 East 15th Street, Cookeville, Tennessee, or call 615-241-6343. Trust the Cove Generators family to keep your family safe and powered this winter.
Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers, and if you're looking for a church of friendly, loving Christians that is striving to only follow the Bible in faith and practice, that encourages questions and searches the Scriptures to find the answers, a church where you won't get lost in the numbers but will be treated like family, then let me invite you to visit us at the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. We're not perfect, but we are seeking to be like our perfect Savior. And be sure to join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. for our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Martha was ready to switch to a career in IT.
There's always a need for IT specialists, especially with AI coming out and cybersecurity. It's practically recession-proof.
My Computer Career even provides job placement help.
The career specialists, they're very helpful. They care about you as a person. You're not just a number to them. I would recommend My Computer Career wholeheartedly to anyone.
Take the free career evaluation today. Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
Not available in Washington State.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to HIMSS.com. So what are you waiting for?
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:18 now.
From Lazy G Ranch in Cookeville, we've got Frida and Eddie Gall from Lazy G Ranch. I'm trying to combine the names like they do in Hollywood.
Benifer.
Yeah. But Eddie and Frida Gall is with us. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, when can folks come and see the lights at Lazy G Ranch?
Any night. They're on till I turn them off the 26th of December. When Christmas is over to me, it's over.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
That's the way I am. But they're on every night. They're on timers, and normally they're on by 5 o'clock, and we close the gates around 8:30, 9 o'clock.
How many lots you got out there?
I have no earthly idea.
Okay.
The whole driveway, plumb to the barns, are lit up.
It just grows every year, or
Yes, yeah, it gets more and more.
how did you get started? I mean, I know perfection came later.
Yeah.
But how did you get
We just
started
started
in
putting
this?
a few lights up for the community, and we started doing this live nativity. And then with the help of my cousin Mark Gall, he's the pastor of Washington Avenue Baptist Church, and they got involved with us, helping us with it, and doing the live nativity. And
That's always the
first Saturday in December is when that is. And
one night only.
It got to growing and growing, and now we have anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000 people.
That night.
Oh, to come see the live nativity.
We decorate inside the barn and all the lights, and then we add a few more lights, and we've just got them.
Yeah,
I call it a Griswold Christmas.
Yes, it's very much. It's not
Yeah.
it's not the Biltmore.
Yes.
Well,
It's a Griswold Christmas.
Here's what I'm learning is that this exterior illumination project,
Oh, that sounds big, Jason.
it always starts
Wow, I
with
feel-
just
I
like
said
a
it straight.
like
He's a wordsmith,
a few. It's like, oh well, that was fun. People enjoyed that. And then the next year, it's like, you know what? I'm going to put a little bit more onto that. And I've noticed it becomes an addiction, or like a little side quest almost.
Especially after Christmas when lights go on sale.
Well,
And
Oh, my goodness.
you can't. You just have to pull your finger back from the trigger.
Right.
Amazon is, but we used to go to all the department stores, everything that would put their lights on sale for Christmas. One time I was down in Florida, and I went into one of the big package stores, and they had, I don't know,
A
whole pallet of lights.
LED
and-
Christmas lights.
And I tried to,
And she bought them all.
I said, do you want me to buy them all? And he said, yes. Buy 'em all.
Her Tahoe, from the back end, even the front passenger seat,
Had
all the
lights
way
in
back
it
was
coming
stacked with
home.
lights coming home.
That's so funny. Eddie goes, yes.
How many should I get? All.
All of them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I can put them in the car. We'll leave them at the house and get them the next time when we go down.
Yeah.
I love that.
And we did that this year. We went over to Sparta, and there's a place had them on sale.
Now, wait. So you found a place for the whole pallet full of LED lights.
Yeah, I've got some semi trailers. We'll stack them in them, and we use them. And if you get a bad bulb, you don't try to find it. You just put a new string up.
Well, do y'all take donations or anything like that? Because it
No.
would be expensive trying to get all that
No,
lit.
Everything is free that we do for
Even the live nativity, they get hot dogs and cider and hot chocolate
cider,
and
and
everything.
cookies.
And if we're bored on a Saturday night, we're liable to show up down there and make some cider and talk to people and let them
people
come
look
in the barn.
Mm-hmm.
So when is the Wallow, which is the store, when is it open? Because I know lots of people love the ranch. That would be some great Christmas gifts.
Yeah, it would.
And they're the shirts and all.
These Santa hats are cool looking.
It is.
During December, it's open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 11 till 8 o'clock. And then, but our normal hours is normally Thursday and Friday from 11 to 5.
We start.
But through December, it's.
You can get some great stocking stuffers too in there.
We have a lot of people that the bison jerky and stuff like that.
So when they're riding the lights, if they want to stop and come and look, they're welcome
Mm-hmm.
to. And if we got the barn open, they can even go look in there. It's beautiful in there.
It's a special place. It really is. And I didn't even know how special bison were until I've toured the Lazy G Ranch. It's just some kind of spiritual something about those
is.
bison.
It really is.
It's hard to explain until you've seen it. But do y'all still have the white buffalo, a white
Mhm.
bison?
Yes.
We do.
We sure do. I had one gentleman, they'd come to a bison conference we had, and his wife had seen one of the white ones, and he came and bought her one for her birthday.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
They're supposed to be good luck, right?
Yeah.
She gave it a bath. It's not.
Yeah,
not.
would you like to see somebody give a bison
full-grown
a bath?
yet, but it's super gentle because it was raised and hand held and all that stuff when we got it.
I'm laughing at the way Frida said it. she gave it a bath.
She did.
Like, y'all ain't
That's
gonna
her
believe
baby.
this.
Yeah, that's right.
Like a dog.
Yeah, like a dog.
I wouldn't, but
Yeah.
No, probably
No,
not.
especially not the wild ones. But a white bison has a little Charolais cow in it usually to make it white.
I gotcha. So we're gonna get through the lights and all that now. So just so I'm straight, the live nativity that's been and done, right? Okay.
Yes.
When did you start that? Was that before you started doing the lights? How long has that
we
been?
started that when we first got married, didn't we?
I was sorry to say, it seems like I remember that happening for
It's been
a
going
while.
on about 14 years.
Yeah, I think it's we got married and he is so generous, I guess you would say. He's always been that way, and he's been my friend a long time, but my husband for 14 years now, and he has his own presence sort of that way about it, and he just loves seeing people happy.
Yeah, most definitely.
You can tell that, and then
every kid that comes gets a stocking.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, we stop at after Christmas.
Santa Claus comes that
We
night.
go to Florida and we stop at every store between here and Panama City.
Shopping after Christmas.
Shopping after
sales.
Christmas.
really, that's the time, huh?
And we couldn't do it without all of our friends. We have a lot of friends that help us put this on, and we stuff stockings the Saturday night after Thanksgiving, and
that's just free and open to the
And
community.
they come and volunteer their time and help us, and they won't miss
It's
it.
free. Yeah.
Once you do it, we might have to get you hooked in.
Oh, yeah.
To help with the nativity next year, but it's just an amazing event.
Well, anything at
I'd
a
love
ranch
to help
is.
with the nativity, but I ain't qualified to be a wise man.
Well, that's not. Well, there's only 3 of those anyway.
Okay, good.
That's right, you're not.
I'm not qualified for that.
Yeah.
I was
We'll
thinking
make
about
you
that.
clean up the poop of the animals.
Yeah, I was thinking, in the story, 3 wise men. Well, how do we know?
Mm-hmm.
They could have just been like, I want to follow that star.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, I don't. Anyway,
But we staff
things I think about.
the live nativity. If they drive through now, they're going to see some little figurines that are old. I'm talking old of the nativity, and the night of the nativity, it's staffed by the like the college class.
Oh, great!
Washington Avenue, and they had 3 sessions. Like they had 3 groups of those kids that they put the costumes on and everything, and it's just super cool.
How about being there? That's playing one of the parts. I mean,
Right.
That's depending on the night. I mean, it could be cold. I mean, and then standing out there that whole time. I bet that's not a comfortable job.
No, I've been before when it's just been freezing, and I just felt sorry for them standing out there, but they just looked like they were enjoying
Well,
it.
good for them. Good for them.
Yeah,
sometimes young people don't feel temperature. Have you noticed that?
Right.
Yeah.
And they had layers on under, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Lazy G Ranch, all this is going on. You can stop by and see the lights. Lights come on around 5, you said, and then go off about.
Well, we usually close the gates around 8:30, 9.
Okay.
9 o'clock.
And that's all free for you to do. Be respectful if you go out there. This is,
It is a drive-through, so don't.
right. And it's their home.
Right.
And if they get a chance, they need to look for Bobby Duck.
And look for Bobby
Facebook.
Duck.
Bobby Duck.
Now, do
Bobby Duck Gaw 2024.
you have Shannon Cantrell's Shannon Cantrell's number?
No, I do not have her number,
Okay,
but
well,
I'm
we'll
sure the sheriff's department does.
We'll pass that along to you so you can ask more questions
Yeah.
about Bobby Duck. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Again, that was the last place we saw it was the Livingston Christmas
I
Parade.
believe you're telling on Shannon.
Well, I don't think Shannon's involved. I just think someone's made her a middleman.
Yeah.
And she didn't mean to be.
Right.
I mean, that's what I think, based on the note that was received with Bobby Duck.
And see, we just thought it was an adventurous duck. We didn't know he'd been stolen.
Right.
Yeah.
Or stolen, or he just leaves. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or-
That duck has feet.
Or an incredible marketing plan from you guys.
It's not us.
It's not no marketing. I'm not smart enough to do that marketing plan.
So we were just going along with what the note said.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
when the movie comes out, we're free and clear.
Right.
We still want to be in it.
We want to be in the movie, but we don't want to be in jail.
Hey, guys, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. Y'all are just awesome. A treasure for our community. You really are.
And look up Lazy G Ranch. They got a Facebook page, too.
Yeah. It's 7:29 now, and coming up, Hope Vargas with Gainsboro and Jackson County Chamber of Commerce there. She also had her picture made with Bobby Duck.
She sure did.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, so she has seen Bobby Duck as well.
We'll ask her about that, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get her opinion on who's
I'm
behind
glad
all
to know
this.
that.
You know, those Gainsboro people, they know what's up.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
For sure. So we'll get into that here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio. Be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Putnam County Sheriff Eddie Ferris has applied to partner with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to help identify criminals who are in the country illegally. Ferris told county commissioners Monday that it would take several months to get that program implemented. The Cookeville City Council will consider tonight a $224,000 engineering contract for expanding sewer capacity at the Cane Creek pump station. City Manager James Mills says development inquiries in that area have been delayed until this expansion can be completed. Road construction won't delay travelers during the Christmas and New Year's holidays. TDOT will once again halt all lane closure activity on interstates and state highways in anticipation of higher traffic volumes. The state press release says construction lane closures will stop from December 23rd through January 1st. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. The Atlanta Falcons benched Kirk Cousins on Tuesday and named Michael Penix the starting quarterback. Cousins this season has thrown 16 interceptions and fumbled the ball 12 times. Cousins just signed with the Falcons this past offseason for 4 years and $180 million. The Falcons selected Penix with the 8th pick in this past draft. The New York Yankees finalized a trade to bring in Cody Bellinger from the Chicago Cubs. The Yankees sent pitcher Cody Petit to the Cubs in exchange. This past year, Bellinger hit .266 with 18 home runs and 78 runs batted in. He was also the NL MVP in 2019. Former NFL quarterback Mike Vick is reportedly accepting the head coaching job at Norfolk State, which is 20 miles from his hometown. He has been an analyst for Fox since 2017. In college basketball last night, the Tennessee Tech women beat Western Illinois 72-52 to open up OVC play. The Golden Eagles outscored the Leathernecks 42-22 in the second half. On the men's side, Tech fell 71-68. Ronnie Johnson had a double-double with 19 points and 16 rebounds. Elsewhere, Tennessee beat West Carolina 84-36. Florida beat North Carolina 90-84, and Ole Miss beat Southern 74-61. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The Federal Reserve's meeting wraps up today with the Fed expected to lower interest rates by 0.25%. Reuters says the Fed is likely to deliver a hawkish message, suggesting they will be more cautious in coming months. Foxconn, the Taiwan-based tech company best known for assembling Apple products, says it has been discussing buying Nissan. The news comes as Honda and Nissan work on expanding their partnership, possibly merging. Foxconn is said to be interested in Nissan's car hardware, manufacturing, and design. Today marks a year since the proposed merger of Nippon and U.S. Steel. The Wall Street Journal says time is running out for the deal. The Biden administration and incoming Trump administration both oppose the merger. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jimmy Cosola, invested in you.
Trump's victory doesn't mean our financial worries are over. Hi, Dr. Ron Paul here. Washington's spending addiction still threatens your savings. That's why I recommend gold IRAs from my friends at Birch Gold Group. These accounts protect your retirement from government mismanagement. For a free info kit on gold IRAs, text the word SHELTER to 989898. Don't wait. Text SHELTER to the number 989898 now for your free kit from Birch Gold.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Mostly cloudy through the afternoon. We'll see periods of rain with temperatures falling through the 60s today. Overnight, we'll be back into the 30s behind the front. Then tomorrow, sunshine, mid-40s. We'll be back into the upper 20s to around 30 Thursday night. Partly cloudy on Friday with a high in the lower 40s.
Good morning, Cookeville. With Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:35 now.
From the Jackson County Gainesboro Chamber of Commerce, Hope Vargas is joining us. Hey,
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Doing awesome. What all's happening in Gainesboro? I know your Christmas parade went off that hitch. It looked beautiful.
It did. Yeah. It was, I think, the biggest one. I know for a fact it was the biggest one that I've at least been a part of organizing. I was really, really proud of it. I mean, just record numbers of people not only participating in it, putting in entries, but also record number of people around the square watching it.
Yeah.
I only heard really, really good things. So I think it was a great one. It was 2024 was good.
It looks like, the 2024 has been a great year for Gainesboro. There's been a lot of movement in the downtown area. For those who have missed it, like, what's the 2024 recap? We'll call it a recap.
Sure.
Tell us how that went.
I mean, I think the biggest news, right, is that a historic hotel that was dilapidated downtown has now been purchased and they have closed. Wasiato Company. It's a really wonderful guy out of, he kind of lives in Nashville, kind of all over the place, has his hands in a lot of different things, but really loves history and really loves small towns and really bought into our vision and wanted to be a part of what we're doing. And so he is closed on that property now, and we're going to get to see this remarkable hotel be transformed and renovated.
Is this what this company normally does, or is this a special project for them?
He has he's teamed up with a couple of different partners out of Nashville to build some really large skyrise condos in downtown Nashville, like the 505 building. And I think there's another one called the Alcove. And there are a couple of others that they're working on, really massive pieces of property. This, though, at a really small level is more heart work for him. And it's just something that he personally is interested in. It took us a while to get him on board. He wasn't super interested in, a small town hotel necessarily, but he definitely, again, loves what we're doing and wanted to try and help out the town as much as he could.
Will it be a full hotel, or will it be like a restaurant at the bottom and hotel on top, or have there been plans put out for that yet?
No solid plans, but in conversations, it sounds like it's going to be a full hotel. Not entirely sure if it's going to operate fully as a hotel or more kind of Airbnb style with a manager, but I'm excited to find out. I do know that he's in the works of also purchasing the Bull and Thistle property.
Oh, so it's the same person.
It is the same person.
Okay, all right.
Yes, and he, like I said, he's wonderful. We have been trying to talk him into it for many, many years. And of course, whenever Diana announced that she was the owner of the Bull and Thistle currently, whenever she announced that she wanted to retire, he saw the need to purchase that and keep it going. He knew that for, of course, the success of his hotel, he needed something to draw people in. Not saying that our other businesses don't do that, but
is it going to stay a restaurant, or do we know yet? Or
I don't know yet. But I'm hoping that, it's going to be good. No matter what it is, it's going to be
the
great.
bull and thistle's kind of what started it all.
Yes.
And it would be good for that to continue to stay.
That's right.
What it is, and it's kind of been it's been the cornerstone of downtown Gainesboro now for quite some time.
It has. 11 or 12-year legacy, I believe. We just had a little retirement party for Diana, and of course the late Louis as well. He was talked about a lot, but they were the ones who initially cast that vision. They came in and they saw this downtown.
They believed in
They
Gainesboro.
did. They really did before anyone else did. And then now it's become kind of the iceberg factor or the snowball factor where it's gotten larger and larger, and people have, caught on, and it's continued to grow.
With this hotel coming, do you expect a lot of tourists and, to be a tourist destination? Because it's kind of turned into a foodie place.
It has, and we're okay with tourists. They come in for a little while, they shop and they eat and they buy gas, and we'll take all those sales tax dollars and then they can go back home. And we have our cute little downtown, throughout the week. So as long as I think that we are continuing to really make a plan and strategically grow, not only to serve our community members, but also increase a little bit of tourism, I don't think that's a bad thing, right? We keep those sales tax dollars, and the community members can really enjoy the perks of that.
Right.
But yet other people can see what we love too.
Well, outdoor adventure, as you know, is a big push with tourism in this area. Jackson County and Gainesboro is got it by the buckets full.
Yeah.
So, what are some of those tourists doing when they're coming to Gainesboro and Jackson County?
Sure. Jackson County, we share Cummins Falls, and it was listed last year as one of the top watering holes or swimming holes in the world. Crazy. So, of course, everyone loves to go there, and we thankfully do market that with Cookeville. And so, we can kind of share those marketing dollars and really invite people to take part in both Putnam and Jackson counties. But aside from that, we have Granville that always has something going on.
Always.
Yes.
That's the busiest little town in America.
I'm telling you.
It's got to be.
It really is.
You can't go without there being some sort of festival. You don't even know. You don't even have to plan to go to Granville.
And you'll have a good time.
You'll have a good
Just
time
show up
because
and have
they'll
a
have
good time.
something
So true.
going on.
Yeah.
You may not even be interested in it when you pull up, but you will be by the time you leave.
That's right.
It's
You're
the
a fan.
damnedest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It is a good time.
Well, that's kind of how it is on the square in Gainesboro, too. I just think all of our towns around, like I said, I've always said that they have their own individual personalities, and just appreciate what we have here.
That is so true.
Yeah.
What about some business growth in 2024 as you look to 2025 as a town, as a county? Do you see that growth continuing?
I really do, yes. There are a couple of other buildings that we are waiting to see what's going to unfold. A lot of planning and prepping, and some different leases happening on some different properties. So I'm just excited to see what comes of a lot of that once it's actually down on paper and we see some work getting put into place. But we also have the Gain Mod Museum, Contemporary Museum, that's going to be opening in 2025.
What's
also.
that? What is that?
It's going to be a phenomenal museum. There's a couple from Texas who purchased some property close to Cummins Falls and built their home, but also built some little mini mods, some little Airbnbs that you can actually stay in now. They're incredibly beautiful. And then they were downtown also, and kind of started talking to some of us and saw this available space and their artists. So they thought, you know what? Why don't we bring contemporary art to Gainesboro, Tennessee?
Why not, right?
Right? Why not?
This looks like the spot.
Well, I'm thinking artists, anyway, they love the surroundings, and that kind of helps them kind of bring out their creative juices. And there's nothing more beautiful than the Upper Cumberland.
That's true.
You know?
And all around the square there in Gainesboro, see the little hills and knobs and stuff. I always think that's...
And I love the old buildings, too. It's like
in their yellow courthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. that's true.
That sounds so ugly. A yellow courthouse,
But,
but
yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it turns out it's right there. It's great.
It's Gainsborough.
And then there's some the hidden history, and it's always stuff that you hear that you never know is true. I was there one day. I was talking to some old fella, and he points to some building. And he goes, "That's where Mark Twain used to live." And then you go like, "Did Mark Twain used to live in Gainsborough?" Then you find out, yeah, but like as a kid, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
But I mean, how cool is that? We
Absolutely.
started doing a little research and we're like, he did come through and his family came through and lived there a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie, old boy did not look trustworthy when he was telling me.
Well, that's a few in Jackson County, but we are loyal. We are good people.
Oh yes, absolutely, 100%. We got more with Hope Vargas coming up. She's the president of the Chamber of Commerce there in Jackson County, Gainsborough. More coming up with Hope in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. One of our clients said something interesting about why he chose us. He said the financial advisor he had worked with up to this point in his life wasn't the one to get him through retirement. Is that you? You've made it this far, but you recognize you don't get a do-over when you're actually in retirement. It's not too late to feel confident about your financial future. The first step is easy. Set up a phone consultation or in-person meeting with any of our offices by calling us at 615-851-1950 or just go to paulwinkler.com.
And now located in Cookeville.
This Christmas, as you gather with loved ones, take a moment to remember the reason for the season, to give thanks for all of God's blessings, and to honor those who have sacrificed so much for this great nation. Here's a special Christmas message from Senator Marsha Blackburn.
In this time of celebration, let us remember what a blessing it is to be a Tennessean, an American, and to live as children of God in the most extraordinary country in the world. As we celebrate the birth of our Savior, let us always choose to live by His Word, to give thanks to those who serve us all, and to love our fellow Americans. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
I'm Marsha Blackburn, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Marsha for Senate.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service, also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:48 now.
And Hope Vargas, she is with the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce. I don't know why I can't talk today. Chamber of Commerce. It's our friend Hope.
Hope. Chamber of Commerce.
And Hope was one of the judges at the Livingston Parade with us.
That was fun.
We did so much better this year than last year.
Shannon, I think, was really proud.
Yeah.
I do too. And I also think Shannon understood our peril from the year before.
Had to have.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It was tough. And so I think she understands that a little bit. It's tough being a judge.
It really is. And then everybody had the Christmas spirit, and everybody worked so hard on every entry.
I agree.
It
I was
is
going to
hard.
say, especially when you have 200 and almost
16.
Yeah, I was going to say almost 20 entries.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something big to judge.
216. That's massive.
Huge.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I thought mine was big, but that's like way more than double.
Well, we were talking about in every city organization, government organization, chamber of commerce organization that comes in, a lot of the money that you're able to get to do these events is for Putnam County, hotel motel tax, and that's a good chunk of change. Not so much in Gainesboro and Jackson County. Not a lot of hotel motels. I know Airbnbs have to pay that tax as well. It's still not what a lot of other communities get as far as that. So grants are super important.
That's true.
To a community the size of Gainesboro. How do you go about like we're all 5 years old,
right?
How does that even get started? Applying for a grant, then getting the grant, then what you have to prove once you get the grant. Like, what all's involved in that?
That's right. Well, I do have to say that we do have Wildwood Resort and Marina that
of course,
does,
yes,
give quite a bit to the government as the occupancy tax. So thanks to them, they help fund my position.
But you don't have multiples of those.
We don't have multiples
of
those. That's right. We do have Airbnbs and then Wildwood. So we're trucking along. They're growing. Everybody's growing. It's going to be good. But yes, in regards to grants, it's a process. It is difficult not only to find a grant that aligns with your needs, but then you have to submit an application, and depending on what type of grant that is, whether it's federal or state or, a different nonprofit organization, the application could be a couple of pages all the way up to a book.
It's the truth. With grants, I worked a little bit with Upper Cumberland Development District, and when you say application, it's not just filling out a few things.
No.
You have to be very specific.
Probably not multiple choice.
No,
definitely not
it's
multiple
very
choice.
The better story you tell about why you need it, the more. But even if you spend all this time applying for that grant, doesn't mean you're going to get it.
That is correct. Very much so. A lot of them are extremely competitive, and you have multiple, if not hundreds of other applicants that are fighting for that money. And
you're not the only Gainesboro.
That's right. And it's sometimes frustrating too, because you have these grand ideas and you ask for big-oodles of money, and then they might give you just a small portion, and you have to figure out what can you do at
you have to specifically use it for what you said you were going to use it for.
That's right. But what happens if you can't complete the entire project? Like, what piece of the project do you do? So a lot of times, projects happen in phases because of that. And that seems to work fine. But also, you don't just get this money miraculously after you submit an application. There's a long process. You have to bid out projects a lot of times and go through procurement and make sure that, you're being fair across the board. You have to manage all of the renovations and things that are happening, and you have to submit, there's kind of a timeline, you have to submit progress reports and different things to get reimbursed. There's always also a percentage that you have to contribute to then receive the money. A lot of times it's, they'll reimburse 70% and you put in 30 or 50-50 or however it is.
Put some skin in the game.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's not always free money like what people think it is. And it takes a lot of time to manage those grants.
And once you get the grant, then there's the proof that you've done that, and you have to do that line, chapter, and verse, I'm sure, or you get in trouble.
That's right.
And then that puts you in a position to not get another grant again.
Correct.
Now when these grants are always to better the town or better the county. Like what sort of things do they put the most weight on the state when they're looking at giving these grants?
I think it really it depends on the organization. It depends on federal, state, whatever they kind of see as a large need, and however your vision aligns with that. I also think it really matters who's actively trying to make a difference in their community. I think that they see some counties, not saying that we don't all love our counties and try to do good, but I think that there are some that they see that are really trying, and they might just not have the resources. And I think if they see that effort going in and those people growing by leaps and bounds and pushing through and persevering, I think that they're way more willing to help those counties out. Thankfully, we have a great team on board with Mayor Randy Hetty and some of our other county commissioners. I mean, all of our county commissioners, we love them all. And even at city level, our aldermen and our mayor and the girls that work there, we're a unit, and we work really well together, and they see that.
All pulling in the same direction.
That's right. And they just want to help us. And so they'll reach out a lot of times and say, hey, this grant's coming available. Are you guys potentially interested in applying for it?
Great.
Yeah. And, the city and county have worked together on multiple grants, and we get support letters from tons of other organizations, and we've really been able to move the needle because of that.
As far as coming up this next year, Hope, 2025, I know you've had a lot of great success with some events, new and old, in 2024. What are some of those events coming back up in 2025 that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, we'll have Row in the River, the kayaking race again, which is really fun. It doubled in size this past year, so I'm looking forward to having that one again. There are all the time these little shop pops happening downtown. I say small, but they're actually growing. They're quite large. So I'm looking forward to seeing what some of our downtown businesses have come up with in regards to that too. There are all the time music events happening downtown. The Poke Salad will be back too.
Oh, good.
So yeah, just a lot of different things happening. North Springs Music Festival went off without a hitch again. So he'll be, know he's already ramping that up now.
I'm sure. Yeah.
He's been doing a few Grinchy things this holiday season, actually. But I don't think the Grinch is actually going to make an appearance at North Springs, but it could, because the costume's there.
You brought up the river that runs right there. That I'm surprised that hasn't really started to become an attraction on its own.
Well, come to speak of it, we actually do have, what's the actual organization's name? It's like the National Bass Angler Kayak Group.
Okay.
Tennessee National, anyway, hundreds of kayakers that like to, bass fish off their little kayaks. They're coming to Gainesboro in the summer.
To do their tournament?
To do their tournament.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
It's going to be like a full 3 or 4 day classic weekend long thing. We're going to kind of host them and help piece everything together. So that's going to be a big deal for us.
That's a huge deal.
They a lot of times will spend quite a bit of time on Del Hollow, of course, with the Pickett County Chamber of Commerce. But they've decided to come visit us this time.
That's awesome.
So I'm pumped for that.
Well, it's always cool. It's a beautiful river just to float down or be around, and it's still quiet. It's still nice, and so I hope a lot of stuff doesn't happen.
Right.
But it'd be cool some stuff.
A little bit. Yeah. Y'all should come float with us this year.
A little bit. Yeah.
I'm okay with a little bit.
Hope Vargas here with us. The Gainesboro, Jackson County Chamber of Commerce. So many great things happening in that area. Hope's doing a great job, and so is everyone else there in the city council, with the city and County Commission. Hope, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
It's always a fun time. Thank you, guys.
Sheila, who got anybody tomorrow? Who's
We've
that?
got Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter coming in.
That's right. There was almost some controversy
there. Was, because he said, yes, I'll come in just for you, Sheila, and then you wound up calling.
Yeah, I didn't know that you had done that, and I called him right after for something else, and he's like, I didn't mean it.
I came in just for Sheila too.
Well,
thank you, Hope.
I wouldn't doubt that, Hope, and that's okay.
But she does love you too.
That's all right. It's all right. Just happy that she came and was here and was able to tell us about Jackson County and Gainesboro. Y'all have a great rest of your day. and we'll see you back here tomorrow on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio. Bye now.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good Morning Cookeville, W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHU.